Hello, Starseeds and Lightworkers. My name is Dee, and welcome to my Pick a Card Tarot Readings channel. Welcome to your reading. We are going to talk about the different activations and upgrades that you guys are going to be going through. And this is going to be taking place around the first eclipse season, which is end of May, first part of June, or around the Lionsgate portal in August, 8/8, or at the end of the year for our second and final eclipse season. Those are the times that these activations, upgrades are going to be felt and noticed and known by you. Also, some of you can experience this, like the catalyst, the starting of this through an illness. And it's interesting because as Spirit was giving me information to do this reading, I actually became very sick, and I'm in recovery. I'm on my 5th day of antibiotics now, and it's like a world's difference. And I got really sick in my throat. I got strep throat. Have not had that in like 15-20 years. It was horrible, worst case I've ever had in my life. And it was all about that throat chakra activation. And my other spiritual friend, as I was telling her about this, she's like, oh my gosh, I just had, this laryngitis, tonsillitis weirdness kind of come hit me out of nowhere. And after I, healed and got better, I was put in positions where I really had to use my voice in a strong, powerful way and stand my ground. So for her and I both, we are receiving these activations and upgrades in our throat chakra area. For each and every one of you, we're going to see which chakras are going to be the most impacted, and what it means, what's going to happen for you, how you may experience this physically. And any of you that experience these activations, upgrades through any sort of physical illness, always go to the doctor. Safety first. Always. Both me and my spiritual friend went to the doctor. I needed to go because I did need antibiotics to get over this. But anyways, look at the 4 images before you. See which one is really drawing you in, because that's the one that's talking about what's about to awaken inside of you, what's about to activate within you, why that's happening, and what's to come ahead of that. I will start with the first image. There are timestamps listed below for all of them. Hello, image number 1. So you are drawn into the emotional body. You're going to be receiving upgrades, activations in that space. So big time heart chakra and sacral chakra energy expansion for you guys. And there's an element of mastery that you're coming into, a lot of emotional growth, maturity, healing, overcoming. And with this, I feel some empathic energy as well, a deepening of your empathic abilities or a better understanding of them. I'm seeing like boundaries where you've really struggled to know where you end and other people begin, and this is like so subconscious. You pick up on everything, and so when somebody very close to you is hurting and sad and down, you absorb that energy and you're pulled right down there with them. It's like because you're so empathetic, and sometimes also because of that empathy, you may be giving emotion and strength and love to some people that are not quite worthy to receive that from you. Like they're taking more than they give, and part of this activation in you is allowing a much bigger awareness of your energy, others' energy. And despite how you can just touch into somebody's soul and see that soul, also now taking in the ego and seeing what the ego is projecting, because the ego is what surrounds most people, okay? And even though you can see into that soul, that ego may be in the way of that divine energy and be in a position of more like, let me take, things like that. So a lot of awareness, emotional expansion, like overcoming. And so you're being represented by the Master of Chalices here. And again, you are going to receive activations and upgrades to your heart chakra as well as to your sacral chakra. So let's pull a few cups. These are the 10 cards of the suit cup. So, or the Yeah, well, I guess I could say it that way. The Suit of Cups. All 10 cards. Show us what these activations are about in these chakras. Oh, look at that. You are coming complete right there with the 10 of Cups. Oh, and now we have the 8 of Cups. Look at that, walking away. Okay, so through these activations, upgrades to your sacral chakra, your heart chakra, it's really allowing you to complete a long journey that you've been on of this emotional growth. So you've been going through a lot of different experiences that have been impacting the emotional body. And when we're in this energy, it's often where it feels as though you've been in this like drought, where it's like everything feels kind of stacked against you, or despite your best efforts of love, of giving, of caring, of being true, it's like it's not reciprocated. Feeling as though you're walking through the desert, feeling alone, feeling thirsty, just feeling weak and weary with life, with people, with purpose. So you've been on a journey, and that's why it's felt so hard. But these activations and upgrades are happening because you are done with that cycle, which was meant to expand the emotional body of you, which is attached to your sacral and your heart chakra. And your sacral, you know, being your your passion, your excitement, the things that you feel. It's water energy. It's a water chakra. It's the flow. It's your creativity. It's your nurturing. It's your empathic ability, all right there. And the heart chakra, that is love, unconditional love, connection to all things, being able to go into another person's soul through that heart chakra of yours, okay? So it's been damaged, and I feel like the pain in the heart chakra, it's like it's closed down this sacral, and the solar plexus chakra is like larger, it's exaggerated, which is where I feel I need to protect and defend myself. I don't trust, I have fear, I'm hiding my pain. So that solar plexus is much more pronounced than the sacral. The sacral is like smaller, closing down, as in an act of preservation and protection of self because of everything that you've gone through. But through these activations and upgrades that you're about to receive, that's why Spirit's showing me like you overcoming something, like expanding beyond, because what has hurt you, all of that is washing away. Like, see the waterfall behind these 10 of Cups? It's washing away because you are walking away from what hurt you, because you've completed this cycle, you've learned the lesson, you've received the growth. It's time for the activation. And for you guys, I feel a lot of your work has to do with awakening others in an emotional capacity, which means that you've probably dealt with a lot of emotionally traumatized and unavailable people, and it may feel very unfair. Spirit's acknowledging that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing like your medicine of your energy, the way you understand, the way that you care, the way that you nurture. And because of what you've gone through, there's this desire to kind of pull that energy back, that nurturing, loving energy back. But because you're receiving this upgrade, you're not going to feel as weak, or I don't know what the right word for this is. It's like you're going to be able to say no, whereas in the past you couldn't say no. Like you always feel, and because you always feel, you understand what other people are going through and why they're doing what they're doing, even if they're acting and behaving badly. Like you just understand it, and that's kind of kept you like drawn into people. And now through this completion, it's like this understanding in your consciousness where you realize healing is an inside job. You can only have the light, you can only be the beacon, you can only be the wise words, the shoulder of strength and support. But anybody who truly wants to heal and face their demons within, like they have to make that choice. And you can't love somebody enough, you can't be there for them enough, you can't inspire them enough if they're not open and willing. And I feel like that was a big part of what you've been learning. And it's just this whole journey is to show you a different side of humanity, a different side of emotion. And as you activate and expand, you're going to be able to handle those situations to in a whole different way where it doesn't hurt you. Like you're going to know who you can be close to and who you need to keep distance with. And I feel like in the past, you know, there's no discrimination in your heart. Everybody comes in. And now you're going to see, yes, I understand why this person behaves the way they do, but that's not my problem. I'm not here to fix that. I'm going to do what I can do right here. I will inspire from afar. I will speak wise words, but I'm not going to get personally involved in those situations. And there is also a deep healing, and there's a blessing that's coming in through this completion and activation that makes you feel like everything has been worth it. Like you're being restored is a good way to explain that energy. All right, let's pull a major arcana. Oh yeah, look at that. You've got the Hanged Man. So this has been a journey for you, but so much is about to really shift in your conscious mind, like your experience transforming into wisdom, and where you've been hung up, where you've been stuck, especially in regards to emotions, emotional attachments, connections. You're finally going to be able to break free from that. And there's like this sense of you feeling as though you've had to sacrifice so much of you, of your life, of your happiness. And it's like, is this ever going to change? Like, if I'm here to do this work, why do I have to be so miserable? Why do I have to go through these things? And in this card right here, it's saying to you that to truly, truly understand anybody's shoes and what they've been through, you've got to walk that journey too. And so it's like a lot of this experiences was just really for like your education, for your spiritual work, but you have to experience it like firsthand, up close and personal, for you to fully grasp and understand other people, because you bring the solution. You are the light. You bring the solution. You've got to understand the dysfunction in order to create the solution, right? So it's like you've been in that process of learning the dysfunction, and now as you activate and upgrade, you're going to bring in that solution. All right, let's pull some more cards. Look at that. Shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. No matter how sweet, how kind somebody is, you know, if there's dysfunction and you see that, that is a sign to you that you can't get too close to that person. Like, you are there to put a seed of light within them for their journey to help them ultimately. But some people, you've really got to keep an arm's distance. Even if you love them, you enjoy their energy until they can rise and clear their vibration. That shields your energy. Also, the boundary of where you end and others begin. Between worlds, new direction. Nice. Yeah, so you've been learning, and you've been very entrenched in the 3D experience, yet you are very spiritual. It's been confusing, it's been conflicting, and all of that's like starting to balance out for you with this new direction. And see, your solar plexus chakra, I feel, has been exaggerated for quite some time with all this yellow, and now with this turtle coming through, it's like you can finally relax your energy. You're finally going to start feeling safe comfortable and secure once again. And energy signature, the past is in the present. So here it is. You have gone through what you've been going through to understand the dysfunction, because you are creating the solution. And this could be in so many different ways. It could be purely spiritual. It could be a more 3D. Each and every one of you are on a different journey, and you work your light in a very different way. And so with this energy signature, again, it's like you have not been punished. You've been learning so that you can bring that solution into the now. All right. And it's always existed within you, but you had to have those experiences to like activate it, make it real inside of you. All right. Let's pull some more cards. Galactic guidance, star family assistance, cooperation. So whether you are starseed, lightworker, or both, there is definitely other beings that are interacting with you consciously and trying to guide you, trying to give you further information and insight. And also, I feel through this activation, this energy, the knowing of this, the channeling of these beings is going to become very abundant in your reality. Some of you, this is already happening, and it's going to become much, much more like there's new beings coming in. And some of you are just now activating and awakening, and you're going to have dreams of these beings. And it's going to be a very slow process of you becoming aware of them consciously, as well as in the 3D reality. Now we have emotional freedom, vulnerability, flowing, rebalancing. So you guys are all about the emotions in this, right? The sacral and the heart chakra, and the freedom of that, because you're overcoming, you're expanding beyond this journey that you've been on. And with that, you are liberated, you are set free. Now we have adventure, innocence, play, discovery. And look at that is card number 1. And we have that new direction right there. So what has been is falling away, and you're stepping into a whole new world, a whole new vibe of energy and experiencing things, which is excellent. This is very positive for you guys. You're going to be shedding a lot of what you would consider emotional, heavy energy. And a lot of insight, awareness, just like, oh my gosh, I get it. I see this. I understand that. And these galactic beings that are around you. Right, so I'm not surprised to see this. We have some Pisces energy, but this is balanced energy attached to the High Priestess. And it says natural psychic empath healer, star chakra consciousness, old soul, teacher of humanity. Okay, so there you go. This is Piscean energy. You could be a Pisces, you don't have to be, but with this, you know, Pisces, 12th house of the zodiac, the completion, you're in this big completion and you're going to expand. But with this natural psychic empath healer, that goes back to these galactic beings that are around you, that are guiding you on to the next step, the next level. Also giving you some information and insight that maybe you are to share with the collective of humanity. You are a teacher. You are a wise old soul. Now look at that 9th house energy. And the first eclipse that we are having is the Sagittarius full moon, lunar eclipse. And Sagittarius is the ruler of the 9th house. And this says, spiritual, higher learning, guidance, the hanged man. Look at that. Wow. So you have been deep in the trenches of awakening your soul, learning, growing, understanding for what's about to come, what your next venture is, which is in a position of leadership, of teaching, because you now know, you now fully understand, and you contain and possess the solution that others need. And that is so beautiful that we have this confirmation of the Hanged Man, with the Hanged Man coming out right there. Oh, now we've got the 8th house. Transformation, rebirth, karmic lessons, the Tower. You're coming out of that. You've been in a long journey here. You know, the 8th house is major transformation. There's a lot of emotions involved in that, sharing of resources, sharing of space, and then a big shift and a big change to all of that. So this is positive. This is what you're coming out of. You're walking away from that, the 8 of Cups, walking away from the 8th house energy into that 9th house energy, where you are, you know, the master of the emotional world, of the emotional body. And that is your greatest tool and asset as a light worker, as a star seed. All right, let's pull you another card. Let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneity and growth. Yes, good stuff is ahead. You are going to feel empowered. You are going to feel in control. You're going to understand your spiritual gifts and abilities better. You're going to receive much more clear communication and guidance from these galactic beings that are around you. And they also meet you in your dreams on the astral. But you are stepping onto a new path. And I feel some of you, the way that you thought you would be working your light and doing your spiritual work, it looks a lot different than what's about to happen. And remember, like, Spirit always knows you will not be let down. You will not be disappointed in the way that you are going to work your light up ahead. I feel like it's better than you anticipate. In fact, also with that 10 of Cups, that's where you are stepping into a moment where all of your cups are full. So it's like you are content. You want and need for nothing at all. So let's pull a final card here. All right, so we've got self-love. Today I love myself fully. I accept myself exactly as I am. I am able to recognize my own divinity and to appreciate the purity of my soul. I take the time to care for myself. I enjoy myself. I nourish myself. I am kind to myself. I am grateful for who I am. Self-love. And see that waterfall back there? And then you got the waterfall right there. You've just been on a long journey. You're tired, you're weary, but you're at the end of it. And don't lose yourself, and don't lose the love of self because of what you've gone through. It's all going to become very clear as you receive these activations and upgrades in the heart chakra and sacral chakra area. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, image number 2. All right, so you guys are about to receive some activations and upgrades in your lower chakras, your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus chakra. For you guys, there is a lot that's going to shift about your 3D reality more than your spirituality at this time. And this, to me, it feels like reward. Like the whole landscape of your 3D experience is changing, and you have the Master of Crystals here. So you're coming into mastery in some area of your 3D experience, your 3D life. And, you know, let's just say you have a spiritually based business or practice. chakras. That would still be very 3D because that's how you are earning your income here in the 3D realm, right? Even though it's based around spirituality and spiritual things, that's like Spirit saying there's a lot that's changing in 3D reality in a positive way, like an upgrade coming in for you in life in general. So let's pull a couple of cards, and these here are the 10 different cards of the Pentacle suit. So let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Where is this upgrade activation? Because the lower 3 chakras, you know, your root is your stability, your abundance. Your sacral is your passion, your creativity, your nurturing, your divine feminine energy. Your solar plexus chakra is your empowerment, where you manifest from, where you channel from when you are connecting with other beings as well. Okay, and so that's very synchronistic, where you're channeling information from these other beings, and they're really trying to assist with you having a happier, healthier 3D reality, 3D experience. And as your 3D experience elevates and gets better, that shifts the energy and the vibe that you're putting out. You're coming into, like, I feel a period of harvest, and those bottom 3 chakras really feeling strongly balanced and anchored into Mother Earth Gaia, where you were unshakable. So let's pull some cards here to further clarify that energy. Oh yeah, it's time for you to get yours. All that you've been giving out spiritually and emotionally is actually returning to you in a physical way. So that's good news. And, oh yeah, 9 of crystals. So you got the 6 and 9 of pentacles here. Very, very blessed energy. A lot happening for the good, for the positive for you guys in the 3D reality. And Spirit is saying, like, everything that you've given out is coming back to you. But also, some of you have been working very, very hard to, like, grow a career or a talent, an ability, an idea. You've been working very hard on that, and now is the time that you're receiving this payoff as these lower chakras activate and expand. It's like it opens you up to receive. All right, I just see a lot of energy coming in around you, almost like an entire circle engulfing you, but it's like of abundance, of achievement, of success. So it's not to say that you're not going to receive anything on a spiritual level. It's just for you guys that were really attracted to the second image. Spirit's saying you're going to receive this activation more for your 3D experience and like this expansion of you. So let's pull a major arcana to go with this. Oh, look at that. We've got reflection. Yes, you've been working hard. Okay. So the journey that you've been on, you've been working hard to grow something, or some of you could have really been struggling financially with abundance in general, okay? Through that journey, you have been receiving a lot of spiritual insight and wisdom, picking up a lot of tidbits of information along your travels. And you've felt very lonely. You've felt isolated. At times, maybe not feeling like your needs are met, or that you can stand up and really assert yourself. Your talents, gifts, and abilities, you know they're there, but maybe just not feeling totally passionate and excited in the pursuit of it, okay? And others of you, this is the representation of kind of the opposite, where you have been working very, very hard towards some achievement in the physical realm. And either way that you relate to this hermit energy, the result is the same for you guys. This lonely journey that feels scarce, feels lackful, is about to shift and change. And all that you have been and done for others is coming back to you in a very powerful way, because you know, Six of Pentacles, that is the balancing of energies, something being given to you. And the Nine of Pentacles, that's independence, that's luxury, that's stability, that's good money in the 3D realm, feeling very comfortable in the 3D realm. And you're coming into your mastery in this. So if it's like a talent and ability, you're really coming into a period where it's going to go somewhere. If you already have an existing business, there's a beautiful expansion coming, because there's more abundance, there's more resources that are now going to be attracted to you and your energy as you receive these activations and upgrades in the lower chakra system. And you know, I can say that for a lot of my journey, especially the early part of my spiritual awakening, it's like life got harder than I'd ever experienced before, more lackful, like everything. And I thought to myself, are you kidding me? Like, what is this? I thought if I was working towards being a more positive me, a more reflective me, a more me that's aware of things, of people, just, you know, the whole experience of that life is supposed to start getting better, right? And it was kind of like the opposite happened. But it's the shedding of old energy. And when you walk a journey where you do struggle with material abundance, and you just feel very lackful, very rejected, living a very humble existence, there is so much spiritual wealth in that journey. There truly, truly is. And there is magic in every single moment of life. And some of that magic can only be felt when we are on that lonely, scarce road. So don't discount what you've been going through or how hard you've been working. It's all about to pay off for you. You are going to receive some nice abundance and resources. And again, I just see your bottom chakras very strongly anchored into Mother Earth Gaia. So let's pull some more cards. Spiritual evolution, set your heart free. Okay, so you've already received the spiritual activations and upgrades. That's where you've been. That's what you've been experiencing. That's the journey that you've been on. It's a shift from that back to the physical aspect of you and your journey here. Like, you are meant to have happiness, to have joy, to have comfort, to have abundance in your life. You are meant for those things, even if you are here for spiritual work. And so you've been in that process of evolution on the spiritual front, and it's time for you to get some balance in the physical and have a shifting back into the awareness of physical self and physical needs. Shield your energy, look beneath the surface. And so as things are happening for you very positive, make sure that you protect your energy, your abundance, your wealth, your resources. You know, things are going really, really well for you. It's not your job to take care of everybody else, because who was there for you when you didn't have very much, right? So who was there for you? Absolutely bless them with the blessing that's coming your way. But those who couldn't be bothered, who just, you know, turned away from you, if they try to come back around, it's not your problem, whatever their issue is. It's not your problem to solve and fix it for them. Love and light. Act with care. It's time to love yourself again. It's time to be easier on yourself. You've been walking a journey that is really been about the soul and the evolution. You've been doing a lot of work in that space. And now, you know, it's hard when you're very spiritual and you're immersed in that energy all the time to also remember that you are a physical being and you are meant to experience yourself through your physical avatar. It's not dirty. It's not bad. It is a gift to have your spirit embody a physical form and taste and touch and see and feel with all your senses. It's a blessing, it's a gift, and you are moving into that period where you're going to be much more focused on the 3D aspect of your journey, and Spirit does not want you to feel like there's anything wrong with that. In fact, you are like walking Spirit now. In the past, you were learning Spirit, and you're done with that. Now you are a walking embodiment of Spirit in each and every moment. And that's why it's time for you to have something returned to you. Have a reward. Be blessed. Have a lot of abundance come in. So let's pull some more cards. Challenges, blocks, fears, negativity, betrayal. So it's time to let all of this go, because this sits right here under that spiritual evolution. You've been learning Spirit in all its forms, all its shapes, and now like you are kind of walking out of that and walking back into your 3D experience, and it's not going to be filled with so many challenges, okay? Setbacks, things that make you afraid, things that make you distrustful. It's time to be on the opposite end of that, where you feel safe, you feel abundant, you feel happy, you feel secure. Illumination, expression, positivity, joy, inspiration. Yeah, I like that. And that's by the Shield Your Energy. This is what's happening for you. All right, a lot of good things, a lot of happiness, and you're gonna be able to connect dots. You're gonna understand the point of the Hermit's journey that you've been on, all of it, and the way that you're blessed. Remember, you don't owe anybody anything. You truly do not. And I like that. This is card 32 and this is card 23. So I like that play on numbers. All right, sacral portal, creativity, intimacy, inhibition. So here it is. We know that the sacral is part of the lower chakra system, the earth chakras here. And this is going to be the chakra that you receive the biggest activation to, and this is like bringing you back to life. It's reigniting your passion and excitement for living, for your gifts, for your abilities, for connection, your empathic ability, you know, really opening yourself back up to that. Nurturing, loving, healing energy is found in the sacral chakra. This is where life is created, and you know, this Hermit's journey is coming to an end. You were learning Spirit, and now it's like you are the walking embodiment of Spirit with full consciousness, awareness of that. All right, let's pull some more cards. All right, so we got Virgo with some balanced energy. Oh, and Spirit just brought my attention to this. So with the lower chakras, some of you, you may, you know, feel like you're getting back aches, or your sciatic nerve is acting up, like getting lower back aches. You know, just rub your back, put some heating pad on your back. But if you're just kind of getting like weird lower back pains and nerve pains out of nowhere, it's because of these activations that you're receiving. But as I said at the beginning of the video, safety first. Go to your doctor and make sure there's nothing crazy happening going on. But Spirit did say, like, just kind of like a lower backache that comes in out of nowhere, or a lower stomach ache. And you know, with this sacral, that's also attached to our sexuality. And I kind of feel through this journey, if you've like shut yourself off to that part of you, that part of you is going to reawaken. There's an activation to your sexuality, because that is as much a part of the human experience as it is part of a spiritual experience. And so there's either some special like romantic spiritual partnership connection that's coming in, or there's a deep healing taking place to an already existing one with that. Okay, now we've got Virgo energy, which is balanced energy, and the Hermit. Okay, you've got the Hermit right here. So Spirit's really acknowledging this journey. Deep wisdom, attention to detail, hardworking, and dependable. That's who you are. That's what you are. Spirit's acknowledging that. You've done nothing wrong. You've done everything right. And those of you that have been working really hard to create something in physical reality, it's wow, you are going to be so proud of yourself the way it all unfolds. And now we have Pisces with some distorted energy, the Five of Cups. Emotionally or physically projecting, dark emotions, deep sadness, illusions, games, and lies. Okay, and so this to me is energy of others around you, because we have shield your energy and then illumination. And I don't think you have always been fully aware of the energy drainers around you, those who are kind of selfish emotionally, because this is emotionally or psychically projecting. So this person around you really does project their energy, their expectations, their wants, their needs, and truly puts themselves first. And perhaps in the past you weren't fully awakened or aware to this, but you are really going to become aware of this energy by anybody. You've been on the journey, you're the walking embodiment of spirit, and you don't need their nonsense that makes you sad, because we have that Five of Cups energy attached to this that makes you sad. You don't need that. You don't deserve that. And now we have Scorpio timing, November, late autumn, 8 weeks or 8 months. Okay, so this activation upgrade is all about happening during the eclipses or the Lionsgate portal. And I feel with this coming out, you guys are going to receive upgrades and activations through all three of them, because you know, we have what's going on here at the end of May, first part of June is the first series of activations. And I do feel that that Lionsgate portal, because let's see, June, yeah, we're moving right in, about 8 weeks away from the time I'm reading this is right near that Lionsgate. So yeah, you're going to receive the Lionsgate, and then you have November. That's when we have our next eclipses. So you are absolutely going to be receiving activations and upgrades to your lower chakra system for the rest of 2021. Absolutely, no question. And it's only making your physical experience, your 3D reality, better, because Virgo is earth energy. So there's a lot of positive, a lot of abundance coming in to your physical realm, healing and restoration of a romantic relationship or a new one coming in. Oh, and there's the timing. For the new love romance, it's around Scorpio season, okay, where that new person would be coming in, when you'll be fully ready to receive them. For most of you, it is going to be around Scorpio season. All right, let's pull you another card. Let it out, let it flow, open up the heart to feel. So this Hermit's journey coming to an end, the sadness coming to an end. Anybody who betrayed you, you're going to see them from a new perspective, a different understanding. You're going to get over that. You're going to be able to walk away from that. Okay. Also, anybody who is trying to project onto you or be selfish towards you, you're going to see it for what it is, and you're going to have you know, the strength and determination within to really stand your ground and have your own back and not put up with anybody's crap. So go you. All right, let's pull one final card. And just remember, all your hard work is going to pay off. Whether you've been working really hard in the 3D to make something manifest, or you've been on this hermit journey, the 3D is about to get better in all ways that you can think of. All right, I am free. Today, I find the veil of my ego has lifted and a vision of my new life has appeared. Now I am focused on my inner growth. I listen only to the voice of my heart and remain steadfast in the energy of love that I find there. I am now free of duality, fear, and judgment, and I move forward on my path to inner peace. Yeah. So through the activation and upgrade of your lower chakra system, it really opens you up to receive a lot in the physical realm, where you feel finally in a place of stability, and you're not filled with fear, sadness, emptiness, loneliness, lackfulness. All of that's changing over the next 6 months. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, image number 3. All right, so you guys are coming through as the Master of Orbs, which tells me you are going to receive an activation and upgrade to your upper chakras, your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown chakra. You are going to be called to step up in some capacity, some area of your life. Some of you, this could be in your spirituality. This could be in your job. This could be for a specific cause that you feel very, very strongly about. All right. It's time for you to like step up somehow, some way, become the leader, become the teacher. I see you expressing a lot of information, and because this is general and you are all working your light in different ways, whatever this message is that you're speaking or you're teaching is different for each of you, but it's like you're receiving your mastery, and it's time to lead. It's time to make the way, make the path for others. Like, you know so much more than you give yourself credit for. And with the third eye activation, you're going to be able to read energy better. And with the crown activation, your channeling ability is going to become much, much stronger. All right, so let's pull a couple more orbs cards. These are all 10 of the orb suit, to see how Spirit would like to express this and explain this further for you guys. Oh, and with this being upgraded and activated from the throat up, you could definitely experience headaches, dizziness, ringing in the ears, you know, weird stuff in your throat, like a lot of just like you got to clear your throat, but you're not sick. Maybe some head colds, maybe even a sinus infection or ear infection. As I said in the beginning of the video, if you are feeling anything, feeling off in any capacity, go to your doctor. Even if you're having these spiritual activations and upgrades, you know, go to your doctor. Safety first, always, always, always. Okay, but I do feel some of that, like where you're just feeling foggy in the head, or you're getting like a sore throat, and it will pass. And the story I shared, I actually had to get antibiotics for what happened to me, but you know, just keep that in perspective. Because I do see like you guys are having major activation. Like, you guys feel bigger, like this activation feels bigger for you guys than like the first 2 readings that I did. Pay attention to your insights that are coming to you. You receive so much more information from the spirit realm than you realize. Like, you are in constant communication with them, and this activation is going to help you become more aware of the difference between your thoughts and the communication from other beings. Oh, nice. You got the Ace of Orbs. Yeah. which would be the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Okay, you are going to have a major breakthrough out of fear as well. And I think that comes into play because of you being able to read energy better after this activation, because you know the ace here, this is major breakthrough, illumination, clarity, full understanding, and this is happening to break you out of that Nine of Swords energy where you're really worried, you're anxious, you have trouble sleeping, there's a lot on your mind, there's a lot that you may be fearing. And that's also probably why I feel like you stepping up, rising up, you're going to be able to crush the fear, where what once held you back is no longer going to have power over you. You're going to have the strength mentally, emotionally to push through, to see things as they are, not as they're being presented or projected or as you may fear. Because as you receive this activation to the third eye, you're going to read the energies around you much, much better. All right, so that's good to see. Breakthrough out of the prison of the mind, of fear, of worry, of concern. And you know, it may be that there's just all these pieces of information that you've obtained over the course of your journey, and it's just like a big bag, and it's not like connected or in any order, and it makes you wonder, like you feel pulled in a lot of different directions. That bag, it's like you could dump it out on a table and just move the pieces around, and you're gonna make the picture. Like the picture's gonna come complete for you finally. All right, let's pull a major arcana to go with these energies. Okay, so we have reflection with the Hermit. You've been learning spirit. You've been walking spirit. Some of you could feel very lonely. Some of you could feel as though like your physical experience, the 3D reality, like there could be some lackful energy that you've been going through. But Spirit's like, don't fear. A lot is about to change for you. With that reflection, you've been learning spirit, and now you're about to walk spirit, breathe spirit, the embodiment of spirit in so many different ways and capacities. And this worry, this heaviness on you, whatever that is, whatever that represents, you are going to break free from that. You are going to discover the solution for that. Okay, as you receive these activations and upgrades. So Spirit really doesn't want you to fear anything. Everything's going to make sense. You're going to be able to read energy better. You're going to be able to better decipher the information that you're receiving from the spirits opposed to your own thoughts. Some of you, this could be a huge activation in your like spiritual gift, channeling messages, mediumship, psychic ability, things like that. Okay, you could be having a huge expansion there. No matter what it is, remember, with that throat chakra upgrade and activation, you are meant to be a leader, a teacher. Share what you know. Speak your truth. Let's pull you some more cards. Oh yeah, awakened spirit, desire to change. You are going to break free out of this energy in which you feel stuck, restricted, lonely, unsure, all of that. You are an awakened soul. You are meant to be a leader, a teacher. Light codes, travel awaits you. Okay, so I love the depiction of this head, since you guys are, you know, receiving activations and upgrades to, you know, your higher chakras, your spiritual chakras. And this just depicts that. But the light codes through these activation in the chakra, there's light codes that are going to activate within you as well. And that's why you're becoming the teacher, the leader, speaking the truth, maybe speaking spiritual information and wisdom that other people have never said before. Don't doubt yourself. You have a lot to share, a lot to give, a lot to teach, so much wisdom within. And also this here, what confused you, what eluded you, evaded you, manipulated you in the past is not going to have a chance after these activations and upgrades. It's just, you're going to see things for exactly what they are, people for who they are, and there's going to be no confusion within you. And shield your energy. It's interesting to note that this particular card has come out for all 3 readings so far. And look beneath the surface. So since you are so spiritually gifted, it's important that you protect your energy, because you pick up on the energy and the vibes of others all the time. And part of this anxiety, this worry, isn't so much your own. It's the anxious vibes and energies that you're picking up from other people. So become a bit more aware of that, and doing grounding meditations with Mother Earth Gaia, and, you know, envisioning the golden light around you protecting you, along with the energy infused with Mother Earth Gaia. You know, it's visualization is very important. Just do that each and every day before you leave your house, or if you know you have to interact with or encounter a very toxic person, do an energy shield protection, quick little meditation in your mind before you go see them. In fact, every single day, make sure that you're doing that, and at the end of the day, doing a release meditation where you're choosing to let go of all energies that are not yours, to carry, because you do just absorb a lot of energy from other people. And I see like that causes a lot of friction and interference and confusion in your own energy field. All right, let's pull you some more cards. Okay, we got the crown portal, and it says divinity, unity, separation. So, you know, we already know that you are receiving activations and upgrades to your throat, third eye, and crown chakra. This is just a deeper confirmation of that. But it's like, don't underestimate the creative ideas, the spiritual information about other people that just kind of comes to you out of nowhere. That is the spirit speaking to you. And sometimes you're meant to give those messages to that person, that stranger that's crossing your path right then and there at that moment, right? And, you know, we've all been there where it's like you just feel it so strong, like you hear spirit speaking to you to like say something, but you don't want to intrude upon somebody else's space, especially if it's somebody you don't know, right? You receive a lot of information and messages that people need right in the moment that they need it. And you're going to become more aware of that and feel much more comfortable sharing that. Awakening, ancient knowledge, memories, connection. Okay, this is coming out under light codes. So you're going to have an awakening to past lifetimes. In fact, you probably dream of your past lives in this reality on, you know, planet Earth, as well as other dimensions and other lands and realms. And all of that, like, coming to you now, it's part of the process of the activation of the light codes within you, because again, you are not ordinary. You are meant to really teach, to lead, in a spiritual capacity. Okay, this could also play out in your own personal life, you know, with things that are going on. 3D matters for you, but all of you are meant to be a leader in spirituality somehow, some way. And now look at that throat portal. Speak your truth, courage, suppression. It's time for you to no longer hold back. It's time to share all that you know. And I love that we have the throat and then the crown, and in between that we have the awakening. And oh my gosh, look at what would be next. Are you kidding me? The third eye. We have to take that out. And the next card is not a chakra. Look at that. Yes. You are receiving upgrade activation to these chakras for sure. I can't believe that Spirit legitimately brought all of them out. All of them out. Not any others. Just the 3 that you are receiving activation upgrade on. Here it is. And through this, you have major awakening to your ancient self. And also through this awakening of ancient self, there are others who are embodied, other starseeds, other lightworkers, that you are going to recognize, that you remember. Okay, and there's a lot of people that are going to be coming to you over the next, I feel like 3 years, 3 to 4 years. You're going to be encountering a lot of these other light workers and star seeds that you've worked with in previous lifetimes, and you're going to know them and you're going to remember them, but they might not be at that level that you are to remember you. So just know that, because you are a leader. Okay, you are meant to pave the way. You're meant to teach. You're meant to express truth of spirituality. You're meant to awaken others. And a big awakening is happening for you through the activation and upgrade of your throat, third eye, and crown chakra. And I'm just blown away that Spirit brought all 3 of those out. I was like, there's no way the next card is the third eye, and boom, there it was. All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, so we have Aries, timing, April, mid-spring, 1 week, 1 month. So for you guys, this first round of eclipses is a big deal as far as activation and upgrade. However, things started to turn on inside of you in Aries season, the start of the new zodiac year. Now we have fire energy. The ethers are astir. Oh yeah, look at that. There's going to be no stopping you, and this is how well you're going to read energy. Okay, not just read energy, but you're going to learn how to manifest direct energy in a much more authoritative way. And I don't know if even that's the right word. It's like I see energy bowing to you. Okay, and with this Aries and this fire energy, that's all about your soul. Let's see what, oh wow, energy, more Aries, emotional energy, 2 of Wands, fiery, passionate, ambitious. So with these cards coming out, all being fire, and I'm trying to remember which chakra is the ether chakra. I think the ether chakra is the third eye. Don't quote me on that, but I think the ether chakra is the third eye. And so that's just another confirmation. But with all this Aries energy, you could be Aries, okay? But this is just more to me about how, you know, you're embarking on this new phase of self, going into mastery, going into leadership, and having the mental, physical, spiritual, emotional strength and fortitude to push forward. There will be no stopping you. You're going to learn how to better direct your energy to get the results and manifestations that you desire. You're going to start reading energy much better. You're going to know the answer, the solution for people. Your energy is very healing. It's attractive, it's warm, it's alluring. It's going to call a lot of people towards you. And a lot of these people are going to be starseeds and light workers who need your wisdom, your strength to help activate them, help them understand their journey, why they are here. And then you're going to deal with humanity as well, and you're going to help them awaken to their spirituality, their gifts, their talents, their abilities, the ethers, healing the past and learning how to create themselves into the highest version of themselves possible for this life journey. So a lot of transformational energy around you, but also at your fingertips through these activations and upgrades. All right, let's pull you another card. Let it out, let it flow. Open up the heart to feel. So, you're just going to be operating on high on every cylinder, on every level here. All right, life is going to feel much better than it has. The worry, the concern, like that's open your heart up to feel, let it flow, get out of your mind and navigate with your emotional body. And again, with the third eye, you're going to be able to read, decode, and decipher the energies of others and energy around you much better than you have been able to in the past. All right, let's pull you another card. Final message. A door to the infinite. At my heart center, there is a door that leads to the infinite. Today, I visit my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity, and I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the higher levels of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. And that's just where you're going to be in mind and heart, opposed to being in this energy of the Nine of Swords, you know, worried, concerned, all balled up in your energy. All of that's falling away through these upgrades and activations. And it's time for you to step up and into your position of leadership in a spiritual capacity. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, image number 4. All right, you were drawn to the energy of the wands, the fire, the ethers. You are going to have a full spectrum activation in every single chakra. This is a huge expansion of soul energy, of evolution for you guys. And I really feel that you, I mean, I've been getting this for everybody as like a stepping up, but for you guys with this fourth pile, you guys are really embracing like a whole new world, a whole new dimension, your consciousness going beyond the ceiling in which you're currently at, and the sun behind his shoulder, like so much illumination coming in, and there's literally an activation at every single chakra, just a huge expansion for the next step of your journey. And you are all wise old souls, teachers, leaders, waymakers, psychics, mediums, healers, you name it, okay? Your toolbox of spiritual gifts and skills is aplenty. There are very few out there like you guys that were drawn into this fourth pile. And because there is an activation and upgrade coming to every single chakra, you know, this can affect you physically in so many different ways. You know, as you're going through things, you know, definitely look up online, you know, spiritual symptoms of this, of that, but always check in with your doctor. Safety first, always. And I know a lot of spiritual people kind of shun away from that, but I'm just as spiritual as you, and I understand the importance of taking care of the physical avatar. And sometimes, you know, I feel we all can heal ourselves, but sometimes the fastest, quickest way to healing is going to be from a doctor, and spirit will push you in that direction. So, you know, if you're really feeling crappy, just go to the doctor, make sure everything's okay, make sure you're getting enough nutrition and fluids. Being hydrated is so important. Coconut water is an amazing liquid to replenish your whole body. Whenever I'm not feeling well, I always drink that, or a form of Pedialyte, not the one for kids, but you can buy a lot of different inserts now to rebalance out your electrolytes, because when you're really expanding spiritually, it is going to affect you, you know, on the physical realm, and you need to make sure that you are taking care of the physical avatar, because it's the keeper of your soul. It's what helps you move through this experience, this journey, and you are something quite unique and special. And I just see this huge expansion, the sun coming behind his shoulders. So this is like a full soul activation on every level: the soul, the emotional body, the mental body, the physical body, all the way around. A lot is changing inside of you, and it's like you're bursting out of an old mold of who you used to be. So let's pull a couple of Wands cards. These are the 10 cards of the Wands suit. We're going to see what else Spirit would like to add to this message. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you got the Ace of Flames, which would be the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Flames, the Eight of Wands. Things are going to start moving very quickly for you. Like as you break out of this mold, this big, beautiful expansion that I see happening for you. You embark on a brand new journey here through the Ace. But you're full of life, you're full of energy, and you're making a way, you're stepping through a portal. Even though you're going to be on the earth plane, it's almost as though you're here, but there's this other dimension that you exist in, and everybody else exists in this like other dimension. Like I said, there's very few of you, but you're still here and present. It's sometimes, like when I'm doing readings and like Spirit's showing me this, I don't know exactly the message of it. I can only articulate it as I'm feeling it, as I'm seeing it. And it's like I'm seeing this mirror, this bubble, okay? And you, the true essence of you, exists behind this bubble, which is a different dimension. Yet your physical avatar is here amongst the rest of us, okay? But you have this awareness, like your consciousness, your perception comes from this part of you, and you incorporate it into like the physical realm. So sometimes I feel like you can have a lot of confusion and uncertainty because of the duality in which you truly exist in any given moment, being in this other like space, this ethereal space, where you see and perceive and experience so differently, but also at the same time being amongst this and seeing and perceiving just as, you know, everybody else would. Like the two eyes, you have an eye here, an eye here, and you see in both dimensions. And it's like that third eye is the piece that brings it all together and navigates you through this journey. Wow, that went really deep. If that confused you guys, I'm so sorry. It confused me a little bit. So let's pull a major arcana and see what else Spirit would like to add. Okay. And so we have the Emperor coming through, more fire energy. This represents the sign of Aries in the tarot. So you've got this Master of Fire, Master of Wands, Master of Flames, Master of the Soul. And then you've got another Master coming through, the Emperor, strong fire energy. You are definitely meant to make waves this life journey. Your energy is very strong and masculine. Whether you are male or female, there is a very strong masculine presence about you. There's this creator, this teacher, this leader, and it's from such a high place. It's not ego driven. It's not let me control you, let me change what you think and feel, let me get you on the right track. You don't see it like that. It's like you're just this magical being walking through life, and you want to love and you want to connect. You don't want to judge. Like, that's not who you are. And I get, like, people don't understand you. Like, you're somebody who would be described as, you know, a soft teddy bear, a big, big, beautiful heart. Yet you know when you need to stand up. You know when you need to fight for something. You are so strong physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in every capacity, especially with this Emperor coming out. I feel you are absolutely meant to have a spiritually based practice or business this life journey, and that might be this next level that you're going to, taking all that you know and incorporating it now into the 3D realm, because it's, again, like you're this duality. I would want to say you straddle, but you don't. You literally exist over here and then here in the physical, and you have the realization of that, but at times it gets fuzzy and you can feel distorted. I feel you're overcoming that through these activations where you have full balance and ability and awareness of self in this realm and this realm, and you're able to handle it and balance it perfectly. That's what these activations are for. And you know, here he has the 5 orbs above his head, really strong activation from the root to the throat chakra. Okay, but here I see that as a huge expansion to your third eye, and then this being your crown, opening up wider to receive more cosmic energy, more cosmic message and information to share with everybody else. Ooh, all right, let's pull you with some more cards. Like, you're somebody who could get the job done. You can run circles around people. You're very protective energy, very providing energy. A lot of you may feel that you had to grow up super, super early. A lot of responsibilities placed on you early in life, and you have struggled through that, but you are coming into this energy of self, like breaking out of this mold of who you used to be, and all of that challenge and responsibility that you have carried that has felt like such a burden. It's not like lifting off of you, but through the transformation of you, it's like it's nothing anymore. Where it was once a really heavy weight, it's like a feather now sitting upon you, because you are evolving and expanding out of who you used to be. And you are very inspirational. Like, let's just say you work in a store of some kind, and there's 4 people scheduled for that day, and let's say 3 of them call off. off. You're one of the 4 and 3 of them call off. You're still going to be there. You're still going to handle that entire store and all those customers with ease and with grace. Doesn't mean you're not frustrated and angry underneath, right? But you're going to handle it. You're going to get it done. You can hold it down. Whereas other people never could do that. Like, they can't. And, you know, if they don't always appreciate you and respect you for what you're capable of, don't take that to heart. Don't take that personally, because you are unique. All right. What you can do is very special, and not everybody has the awareness to see and appreciate and value, you know, what is precious. And what is precious is you and what you bring to this world, to each and every person in this world. All right, let's pull some more cards and go deeper into this message. Okay, channel your knowledge, critical judgment. Yeah, look at that. And all this like yellow and orangish. So this is more fire energy, yellow and orange. So your sacral and your solar plexus chakra really coming into alignment and balance. And oh my gosh, remember the message that we're getting about the 2 worlds and the 2 eyes. Okay, and then the 3rd eye being here depicted as you. Look at that. Oh my gosh, yes. This to me is such a confirmation of what Spirit was trying to show me, where you exist in this other dimension, but you also exist amongst the earth plane. But you have one eye there, one eye in the earth plane, and you see and perceive from both, and then it comes together and filters through the 3rd eye, which is you. So channel your knowledge. Trust you and the way that you exist and the way that you experience and the way that you perceive, and do not try to measure that against anybody else, because you are such a unique being. Spirit wants you to know that you are made exactly how you need to be made for your life journey, with the light that you bring, the spiritual upliftment and evolution that you bring and encourage. Okay, you are something quite special. And now we have Guardian, guard your energy. All right, with this, I feel this is more than like you having an energetic barrier around you. We've got the moon phase going on. You guys get a lot of information from other beings. You truly, truly do. And there are beings that walk with you and protect you. And sometimes, you know, they speak to you and it's like your own thoughts, or you feel it as your own intuition, and they want you to know, like, even though the journey is hard at times, we have protected you from so much that you do not realize would have happened, would have played out in a negative capacity. Okay, you don't always see that, you're not always aware of that, and they want you to know that, like, we have been with you, we have protected you. I know you feel like a lone wolf at times, but you aren't. We are with you, and you can only perceive what is playing out in your physical reality, right? You're not aware of what could have been. And in the negative capacity, like, a lot of times we get hung up on what could have been when we feel positive about something that was taken from us or that we lost. Well, what could have been, you know, in a positive sense. They're saying you don't realize all the things that could have been in a negative capacity that they have protected you from. And they want you to know that, like, you're not a lone wolf. You're not on your own. They are always with you. And birth of creation, potential growth. Look at that. You are in this egg, this mold, and you're about to break through, having an activation to every single chakra that you have. Huge expansion of you. All right, let's pull some more cards. Oh, you know what? And Spirit's just bringing me back to this again. Look, like the 2 eyes, the 2 worlds, and then it funnels together into one, that 3rd eye. Wow. I don't know why Spirit is harping on that, but it's there. You know, this weird message is coming in, and I feel like this may just be for like one person out there that picked this pile. Almost as though you're doing some sort of spiritual work with like blind people, and they're channeling like angelic realm, passed on loved ones. Like I see them channeling messages and energy, and they like they're a pure receiver. And I'm not sure what that means exactly, but like spirit's confirming to you like they're a pure receiver. There's not that same filter that most of us have, like when we're channeling information. Like there's a purity, lack of bias in what they channel, what they receive. And I swear to you, one of you is going to team up with like somebody who's blind, or you're going to be doing some work with the blind community, and it's all around spirituality and like channeling messages. It's so pure. It's and I feel like you are going to bring awareness, expand this, bring this more out into the world in some capacity. So that's just an interesting message that I feel is for one of you out there. All right, what do we have? Destiny, divine purpose, passion, and service. This is under channel your knowledge. Yes, it is your destiny. It is your divine purpose to be of service to humanity, to the spiritual awakening, upliftment, evolution, you name it. You are all here to assist and participate in that in a bigger way than I feel the average light worker or starseed. Like you guys have a big role, and you know that was determined by the opener for sure. Next, we have dreamscape, dream work, subconscious, imagination. So you definitely meet different beings on the astral plane. You guys commune, you talk about things, they give you information. And if you don't recall any of this, maybe start keeping a dream journal and just record all the imagery and what's been playing out in your dreams, because they're speaking to you. They're trying to tell you a story about something. And you know what's interesting is, I'm not going to give the full details because it could be a bit triggering, but I will say this. I had this very interesting, vivid dream of something happening to me. And then, you know, I wake up, okay, that was a dream, but wow, what a wild, vivid dream. And then a few days go by and I see something on the news, and the landscape of what they're talking about, everything was 100% in my dream, except for instead of that person, it was me in the dream experiencing it, but I see it playing out on the news. That literally blew my mind. And for you guys, there's a lot of that happens, where there's different things happening in this world, and that like there's people legitimately having these experiences in physical reality, and you dream those experiences as if they were your own. Start keeping a dream journal. I totally spaced out that dream until we're having this reading, and perhaps that's why spirit brought me that dream and then led me to that news story, because that's very pertinent for you guys and what you dream about and experience. Okay, and because that's the first, last, and only time that's happened to me. All right, the guardians, shielding, defense, warning. So you've got hey, you're protected, there's guardians around you, and now you've got this guardian energy again. So you are very protected, you are very loved. There's a lot that you have been protected from, even if you don't have an awareness of that. All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, so we have Gemini with timing, June, early summer, 3 weeks or 3 months. So for you guys, The first eclipse season happening at the end of May, first part of June is when this activation really kicks in for you guys. But I feel this goes all the way through to the Lionsgate 88 portal that's going to happen in August, okay? As I'm recording this, it's May 22nd, I believe. Yeah, it's May 22nd today. And here we have June, right? So these activations are going to start with this eclipse season and then wrap up for you during the Lionsgate portal. So this is a big deal for you. And we do have the new moon in Gemini solar eclipse taking place on June 10th. So that one is going to be incredibly activating for you guys. Okay, we have Virgo emotional energy, the Empress. So we've got Empress and Emperor energy coming through. Heart on sleeve, healing and nurturing love, protective. Yeah, that's you right there. You're very strong. We've strong masculine energy, which is provider, protector, manifester, channeler, because we channel from our solar plexus. And now, you know, this Virgo energy, the emotional energy coming through as the Empress. That is the sacral chakra, the divine feminine, the creation, the passion, the nurturing, the empathy, all of those things. There's a perfect, beautiful balance taking place inside of you through these eclipses, and then wrapping up with that Lionsgate. Oh, now we got Pisces timing coming in. March, early spring, 12 weeks or 12 months. All right, so Spirit is bringing this in. We don't have any eclipses happening in Pisces, but because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, this is Spirit letting me know that it doesn't just wrap up with Lionsgate. There is a whole new activation and upgrade happening for you guys with the eclipses at the end of the year, and that's a completely separate energy than what's taking place now. And I'll be doing readings closer to that time as well, so we can see what Spirit talks about then. But it's like a whole different set of activation on the emotional level, the emotional body at the end of the year. Let's pull you another card. Spirit just won't stop. Okay. So I just have to show you the Gemini is the 2, back to those 2 eyes. Pisces is the 2, back to the 2 eyes. And then, you know, Virgo coming through here. That's that 3rd eye, like representing you. All right. I don't know why Spirit is just going on and on about this eye thing, and I feel like there's something more to it that I'm just not grasping, and I'm so sorry for that. In these Lightworkers Starseed readings, it gets a little intense for me because the information is so different than just, you know, doing a general monthly reading for all. It's a very different vibration and spirits and energy, all of it. So the 2 eyes, whatever that means for you, a huge, huge confirmation, okay? You deserve good things. Keep your focus on what you want. Yes, you do. You do deserve good things. And you're breaking out of a mold of old version of self, which once you know, totally stretch into this more evolved version of self, you're not going to feel so restricted, so held back, confused. It's just going to feel easier and lighter, and you're going to be filled with a deeper sense of purpose. All right, let's pull you one final message. Unconditional love. Today, I choose to see the light in everyone. I seek the divine in each being, and I accept others as they are. I bring compassion to all my brothers and sisters of light. I offer unconditional love to everyone I meet. I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow together in universal love. That is you right there. Spirit confirming that is part of your work, part of your mission, what you bring to others. You're very uplifting, you're very elevating, you're very healing. You are unique. Those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.